Yeah, so that was last week, and I was a bit gutted because I couldn't do the ride, and my otherwise trustworthy bike had let me down. And I checked over everything and couldn't find fault, and kind of glossed over the most obvious, which was the ground off the battery, and that's what it turned out to be. So this week is just beating on the bike to prove that it's good to go for the race coming up on Sunday.
You're just having a hard time, eh? I nutted myself. We're just gonna sit here and suck. Let's get her done.
Well, of the two, I might give up before the bike does, but that seems unlikely as well. It's just not in me to quit. That's often to my detriment, but the bike seems to be running great, and that was the whole point of coming out today, which was to restore my confidence that the bike was going to be good to go for Sunday.
A little boggy there, eh?
Yeah, maybe it was boggy, maybe I'm just hearing things now because I'm still a little bit paranoid the bike's going to let me down, but it seems to be running great, and this is just about me kind of struggling, and you'll hear me trash talk myself throughout this video.
Stand up. Be a fucking jump. Suck it up, princess. Here, let's look to the corner. You suck at this. It's shitty. Try to be less shitty.
So welcome to some of my helmet chatter. Yep, it's sometimes I beat up on myself a little bit, and particularly now I feel like I've hit this plateau and regressing a little bit, but generally that's just before you achieve the next pinnacle. I'm hoping I'll get there somewhere this race season where I can just make things flow a little bit better. But right now I just feel like I'm doing well, just struggling a little bit more than I had in the past. And by in the past, I mean the recent past. I just felt a little bit more confident and a little bit stronger on the bike. That's okay though. None of these things are going to turn into Dear Diary moments for me. It's just motivation out here riding on an exceptionally rough track, but it's a good training track.
Turn! Fuck! Why don't you?
On the first lap coming down through here, I nailed a good-sized rock that kicked out under my front tire, and as I was diving sideways, it hit the back tire and almost put me off the bike, so I was going through a little bit more timid on that straightaway.
Fuck, that's hard.
No, I didn't suddenly get religion. Just an example of one of the things where I would normally jump over that hole, and now I'm hitting that hole. Something like that.
No grip left. Stand up.
So like I said, this ride was really about proving the bike was good to go. And this is lap number 4, I think, for me. And no faults on the bike. So it's good to go.
I never fucking understand this corner.
Kind of laughing because every time I come out on this track here, I ride a little bit angry, and I think it's just the track. Colin probably agrees with me. Lance just loves ripping through this stuff, but it's making me better, so I like it too. That was a bad spot. And with all the noises that I'm making, you would think the hedgehog was riding this bike.
I was gonna get destroyed. That's in the fridge. Oh yeah, almost sucked that one up. You know, we're almost down to a dozen. You know what counts? Doing it. Fucking hit it. Okay, not that much.
That was weak sauce for a motivational speech. I've done much better. But you know what? It's just me, an audience of one, and yeah, just getting out and doing it. at this point in the video, it just looks like I'm shutting her down. And I'm going to coast into the sand pit, having done my 4th lap, proven the bike's good to go, and yeah, give myself a little talking to throughout.
Yeah. Well, bike's running. I don't know about me.